Alright, this video is of my 1970 Dodge Super Bee. I started this model about, over 30 years ago. And I had the chassis, interior, engine was all done, wired, wheel, suspension. Everything was detailed except for the body wasn't painted. Then when it came time to paint the body, got it primed. Chose the color, which is I believe a Color Me Gone purple. I'm not sure the correct Chrysler Dodge name of it, but anyway, it's a purple color. And when I painted it, the paint orange peeled. So rather than try and strip the paint off the body, which I really wasn't into, I bought a second model to get a body so I could paint it. And when I painted it, it orange peeled too. So guess what I did? I bought a third model to get another body. And at that point, I basically put the thing on the shelf in this case because I was afraid that if I tried to paint it again, it was going to do the same thing. So I don't know whether it was the primer that I used or the paint on top. This is a different paint. I believe it's a Model Master paint. But anyway, it sat on a shelf for over 30 years, not completed. So a month or two ago, I decided, you know what, I'm going to finish this thing whether it kills me or not. So I finally got it painted, chrome foiled all the trim on it, and it finally, after over 30 years, is finished. The model is basically all stock other than the detailing I did. There's no aftermarket parts on this. Made a distributor for it. Run the spark plug wires. Heater hoses, radiator hoses, PCV valve, and PCV hose, brake lines on the Master, did of course the chrome foiling on it. It wasn't too bad. It turned out pretty good. It was pretty straightforward on this one. The 51 Chevy Bel Air that I just finished is was a pain in the butt. It had tons of chrome on it. I'll try and get a video up of that as soon as I can. Still have an issue on this one where it kind of has a Cal induction hood on it, and of course, as you can see in the video, the hood doesn't close properly. I've got an alignment issue between the air cleaner and the Cal induction portion underneath the hood on it. The air cleaner is supposed to sit down in this recess here, and I may have to, I hate to say, try and break off that air cleaner and reposition it, but that'll be for another day. Stock wheels. Used Tamiya panel line on the grill to try and highlight the grill and give it a bit of depth. Rad's plumbed. It's got all the spark plug wires running. It's got battery cables, heater hoses, whether you can see those in this video or not. Brake Master's got brake lines on it. It's got a PCV line that runs from the valve cover to the carburetors. It's basically a 6-pack. I forget the engine size, but anyway. it turned out pretty good. These were the types of cars that my dad used to bring home from the Chrysler dealer when I was teenager, and all the Coronets and the Dusters and the Cudas and the Super Bs, and it was pretty cool. So deep down, I have a bit of a Dodge liking to their cars because I was kind of brought up around them. This one turned out pretty good. I've got tried to simulate the wood grain on the door panels and the console and the dash best I could. Turned out alright. Probably a glorified MacTac in those days. Seat belts I've done out of basically out of solder, which I flatten, and once I've got them flattened, then I use I basically roll them out with my X-Acto knife to get the knurling on it, just to give it that kind of a cloth kind of pattern to it, and then I just use a pair of flat needle nose to kind of crimp the end of the solder to kind of simulate the buckle. So it's kind of a easy way to try and simulate seat belts on it. Other than that, it turned out pretty good. I've got to try and realign that air cleaner so that hood closes properly. It's a bit annoying after all that, but hey, it's just a small thing, and hopefully, as long as I don't do too much damage when I take that air cleaner off, it'll turn out alright. So that's it for my first kind of model video. I hope to get a few more up of all the different ones I've made over the year and current projects. Right now I'm working on a 61 Impala. I believe it's an AMT kit. It's going to be kind of a pro street. Probably going to do it with a small block in it with cross ram Webers on it, and probably orange paint finish on it. I haven't picked out the color yet, but probably an orange paint job, and probably a combination of tan and a white interior to go with it. Got some wheels picked out. They're from Pegasus. It's probably going to have a bit more maybe aftermarket stuff, possibly photo etch disc brakes, brake calipers on it, but anyway, we'll see how that turns out. Well, I hope you guys like this, and we'll try and get some more vids up of the current builds and some of my past builds that have been sitting on the shelf for anywhere from, oh god, a month to 30-40 years. Alright, take care.